Woohoo! The day has arrived, the long awaited day. Congratulations. Welcome to breaking news so you don't break your bank. This update is killer on one area and sucks on another. So we're gonna break this apart one by one. Let's take a look at first and foremost FICO 10 and FICO 10T have made it to clients' credit reports. We just got our first data entries in yesterday, and we did an entire training today on it. So I'm very excited about everything that's happening here because and this weekend I'm even going to be expanding the database to start working it. The lenders are not using it a lot yet, but I've got meetings with my liaisons at FICO in order to kind of see where we are, test and ask certain questions. A lot of questions came up from the advisor team, and killer questions. So we've got a lot to talk to our FICO liaisons about. There's going to be a significant push. I guarantee you now there's going to be a significant push for all the lenders that are attending FICO World in May, which Jessica and I will be attending. We're going to be able to literally go to the classes where they are pushing all of FICO and FICO 10T. For those of you who are in Funding Hackers, make sure that you watch at the top of the hour. We're going to go into Funding Hackers where we're going to be doing a deep dive on all of these exciting movements. If you heard that, yes, there is a massive thunderstorm right above my head. And so we're so great day overall. I love thunderstorms. Now, not so great news, not so exciting news. Let me finish 10T. So it's showing up on Equifax and TransUnion under Experian. It says coming soon. So they haven't incorporated it yet in every consumer's credit report. Like when I went on to my live one, because I subscribe to the monthly, myfico.com. And it is not on my particular account, whereas it is on a few of our clients' accounts. So they're rolling these out, and they may actually be doing it when it's time to get a new report. So since I'm on the monthly, the 9th of April, mine may be available, and we can do a deeper dive on mine. But 10 and 10T has hit my FICO, and the reason codes. One of the things that we're going to be watching for is to see if the reason codes change. Those are the borrower behaviors that are listed. And FICO, one of the things I'm talking to my liaisons about at FICO is to determine, are they using all and the exact same reason codes as FICO 8 and 9, or are they augmenting those borrower behaviors? And I'll keep you posted every step of the way. All right, next, the not so great news breaks my soul. So there's a big panel, Fortune magazine, literally, and it came out on Bloomberg Business Week as well. Wells Fargo, over the course of and I'll get into some numbers, but over the course of COVID, where it says in this story that while the mortgage rates are at an all-time low, only 47% of Black homeowners who submitted refinance applications in 2020 were approved, whereas 72% of white homeowners were approved. Now, the white applicants had higher approval rates across all major lenders, but Wells Fargo in particular lagged behind all the other major lenders in this trend, right? And so there were also denials other than minority applicants, such as Hispanic homeowners, Asian homeowners, and they had approval rates of Wells Fargo of 53 to 67%. So literally having a literally having 47% for Black, and Hispanic were 53 and 67 for Asian. There's a significant disparity. For those of you who follow our the Get Fundable Instagram account, you will see that we push hard on quotes of disparity. And now the other thing is that I want to put out there is that for now, part of this disparity, racial disparity, is that mortgages are still manually underwritten. Mortgages are the last bastion of complete 100% manual underwriting. That means you got to sit in front of a loan officer, you got to sit in front of a mortgage broker, you got to talk to another human being. It's not like getting approved for Wells Fargo credit cards through automatic underwriting, right? The race does not come in, bias does not come in to the funding mechanism. And so what I would love, which they don't have here, what I would love to see is how many, well, I just answered my own question. I was going to say, what was the denial rate for white borrowers and Black and Hispanic borrowers inside of like for automatic underwriting? But we wouldn't know because you don't put your race across the automatic underwriting credit card application, so we wouldn't know. But this actually makes a huge difference in automatic underwriting and manual underwriting. Now, why would I bring up these two what appear to be very disparate, different types, FICO 10T, and now we have manual underwriting in mortgages is significantly biased? Why would I bring them together? Because for the first time in, I would say, recorded history, but at least over a decade, for the first time, the Biden administration has mandated that Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac and FHA and VA all do studies for FICO 10 and FICO 10T to move automatic underwriting into mortgages. Finally, praise the funding gods. So he can't because they're independent organizations, he can't mandate that they accept it, but he mandated that for government backing of these securities, because FHA, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac are all government backed, that criteria requires that they continue research and development in their funding modeling, right? What loans are they going to fund and what criteria do they use? So far, they only use FICO 542, which is the oldest. That was done in 1996. And the mortgage markets have not updated. They've never gone to FICO 8, never gone to FICO 9, nothing. So every one of these government sponsored, government backed, or government supported organizations, FHA, VA, Fannie Mae, and Freddie Mac, each one of them are doing tests on FICO 10T. Interestingly enough, they're also testing Vantage because they were told to find the best modeling. We'll see what happens there, because we call Vantage a FACO score because our definition of FACO score are scores that are not used by lenders for underwriting. Well, if for some reason FICO 10T, by the way, is, I believe the number is, it's either 17 or 18% more predictive than any of the previous editions of the FICO mortgage software. So there's a significant improvement if they use FICO. Those numbers are not available for Vantage, but Vantage is in the running. Vantage does have their score in and being measured or calculated or used in trials. So we'll see what happens. I hope it's FICO, only because we got proven track record, but I will have to stop calling if they use Vantage for mortgage scoring. I will have to stop calling them a 100% FACO score. they still manipulate the markets, like at Credit Karma, by giving you a score and then pulling FICO when you try to apply for something over there. But more, if you haven't been to the boot camp, go to the boot camp. We do a deep dive on all of that. So that's it for today. Thrilled to be able to. 10T is now being measured, and we have horrible statistics on racial disparity in funding. Go to the Instagram, get Fundable Instagram account, and I think it's once or twice a week we go through, and there's small articles and quotes from studies where it's showing that it is not okay how much racial disparity there is in lending, especially, and most of those stats come from manual underwriting. So you heard it here first. That's what we're about, moving the entire industry to automatic underwriting, mortgages and everything else. So much for my phone being on airplane mode. But we will check in with you guys and keep you posted. This is Merrill Chandler, your host, your guide to the fundability universe, and your host of the news update. Join us next week, next Tuesday, 3:45 Mountain, same Fundable time, same Fundable channel. We will see you on the inside.